Data from Stats SA shows that the youth aged 15 to 34 continue to have the highest unemployment rate at 46.1%. Graduate unemployment rate increased by half a percentage point from 11.7% in the first quarter of this year to 12.2% in the second quarter of this year. Stats SA says those with matric and less than matric remain vulnerable with unemployment rates of 35.2% and 39.4% respectively. Youth Employment Service CEO Ravi Naidu says he's not surprised by the latest figures. He says the country needs better economic growth so that companies can employ more young people.
We have to look at how do we get economic growth moving, and obviously there's certain things you can do in terms of youth and skills which are good for youth but also good to boost economic growth. So I think that's where countries around the world are trying to look at how they match their employment and skills programs with the overall economic agenda.
South Africa's largest 12-month full-time employment program across both public and private sectors, by the end of March 2024, YES had injected over 7.7 billion rand into the economy through youth salaries alone and has created more than 139,000 jobs since its inception. Participating companies including the Foschini Group, Netcare, Shoprite, Nestle and Africa Tikkun have shared their experiences and impact in YES and their respective programs.
A lot of our youth development opportunities are on fixed-term contracts where we introduce young people into the world of work and workplace readiness. We do put them through various training programs, whether it's through virtual training or accredited learnerships and skills programs as well, to get them geared for not just the role that they are stepping into, but potential career paths at TFG. On average, we absorb about 60% into permanent roles.
What's very important for us is what happens at the end of the training program. It is something that we are so passionate about, and there's two vehicles for getting into Netcare for nursing. If you are already qualified, then that is a straight recruitment process. And we are always looking for nurses, and we always invite nurses to submit their applications to us.
We've got a beautiful initiative which is global. We call it the Nestle Needs Youth. And this initiative helps us to really package our youth offerings in different formats. So we've got the graduate program, we've got internships, we've got bursaries that we offer to students. We also have got learnerships that we run for persons with disability, and also we have the YES program. So year on year we take young people into our organization joining the YES program, which is a 12 months quality work experience, and they are placed in different areas within the business.
Our absorption rates are pretty good. So for the most part, most individuals or learners, once they've successfully completed the program, there's an opportunity for them in store across a variety of roles, whether it's in the bakery, whether it's as a cashier, whether it's as a store or shop assistant. But then also, we also partner with other organizations to create opportunities or support for further placement where available.
With company opportunities, companies post job opportunities, Harambee does the screening, Africa Tikkun and other organizations like ours will provide a list of candidates who are looking for jobs, and Harambee matches them necessarily together. This pays the stipend. But YES wants to see that those individuals are in all likelihood going to end up in formal jobs, not just the one-year contract that they provide the stipend for. Also look for the corporates that necessarily would look to employ these individuals after they've been through the training program. Over 40% of our staff were at one stage beneficiaries of Africa Tikkun.
After being academically excluded at Fort Hare University because of lack of funds, Zizipo Matikane found a lifeline through an opportunity with Africa Tikkun.
I did the Women in Tech program where we studied software development and data analyst. That opportunity afforded me skills that I would have paid fortunes for. Through the program, I managed to obtain 4 internationally recognized certifications. So Africa Tikkun then took me in as a data analyst permanently.
Naidu says since 2021, YES has been growing exponentially by 28% annually. He says this is because companies are seeing the value of employing young people as part of their strategy.
Last year was the best year we ever had, in that we had 1,033 companies in that single year sponsoring. But in total, if I include the ones that missed a year too, it's 1,900 sponsoring companies. So it's the biggest group of sponsoring companies in any youth program in the world. And I think companies are responding to that, to the fact that there is a program they can join. But because it's voluntary, you still have to find a way that it makes sense for them to do under circumstances where, they must have customers because they're paying out of their pocket. Yes, it's not funded by the taxpayer. So if a company is going to pay, if you're running a company, why would you join Yes and pay out of your pocket? Oh, it must make sense for your talent pipeline. It must make sense for your sustainability report you give to investors. So there has to be something where it says, oh, I can see why it makes sense for me to do in this very difficult financial circumstances.
Diabosito, SABC News, Johannesburg.